Sure, and actually, we will certainly post that on our website, bayubuzz.com. Now, in terms of one of the changes, as I understand, is that the plan currently favored plans currently favored by the self-employed, catastrophic or major medical health plans will be extinct in 2014. I'm assuming January 1, 2014.
Well, and this is where one of the things they will potentially still be on the market. The reason why they are not going to be applicable is they do not meet the essential health benefits requirements mandated in the law. So every healthcare plan must meet what's called a bronze level plan. So it's 10 essential requirements, and some states have added on. California, Oregon have both added on additional mandatory coverage if it comes from all the way from acupuncture to ear implants. Every insurance product sold in certain states actually has more. But the floor are these 10 essential health benefits. So the self-employed who have traditionally purchased more catastrophic, high deductible plans not only are not going to be meeting the individual mandate and therefore they will be assessed the penalty, but the high deductible plans don't meet the requirements because they're higher than the annual out-of-pocket expenditures mandated in the law. So that's the biggest change for the self-employed. They're used to actually having a lot of options if it's from one of these ancillary products that is, again, high deductible, catastrophic, to a comprehensive plan. They are going to be limited to what is called the bronze, the silver, the gold, and platinum. So 4 options that all mandate abasement of coverage.
So if say I'm a member of a small business, self-employed, and let's say that I really have a great desire for many reasons to ensure, say, myself and my family to provide as much catastrophic and also say major medical health benefits as possible. I have only say 4 choices. Is that correct?
Yeah. So those choices aren't going to be catastrophic or major medical or high deductible. I mean, the gold will have a higher deductible than the platinum plan. That's how it's kind of phased out. So your options are going to be comprehensive health care. You get to decide, do you want to pay a higher monthly premium or higher out-of-pocket expenses based on that 4 levels of a plan. So that is where the choice comes in. But if you are a current policyholder of what they're calling grandfathered health care plans, so they don't meet the essential health benefits and the out-of-pocket expenses requirements, you can keep that health insurance plan as long as you had it back in 2010 when the president signed the law into the Affordable Care Act. If you have changed your health insurance anytime between 2010 and December 31st, 2013, that plan is not grandfathered, and so you will be required to purchase a plan in the individual marketplace or be assessed the penalty on your 2014 taxes.
That's a big issue. I mean, obviously there's a large population of people who have gone from one insurance to another during that 3-year period.
Yes.
So am I correct in saying that the self-employed will have greater options for catastrophic or less options? I'm still kind of unclear about that.
Yeah, I mean, those products can still be on the marketplace. They can still be sold. Like, insurers are still going to sell those plans. The issue is if you have one of those plans, you will then still additionally be assessed the penalty because it doesn't meet the minimum requirements set forth by the law. So you can have a catastrophic plan, but you will not be meeting the individual mandate requirements, and so in the first you'll be assessed a $95 penalty. The second year goes up to $300, and then the third year it goes up to $600. So you can have those products. They're not going to be considered meeting your individual responsibility.
Okay, so can you? I'm assuming that you can get one of the 4 products that you mentioned, the 4 levels, from bronze to gold, or bronze to what premiums did you say?
Platinum.
Uh,
Platinum.
okay, and so, but you can also, if you want to, buy the other, say, the other policies for catastrophic or major medical.
Yeah, the only thing that you can purchase in the individual, either federally facilitated or state-based exchange, are those 4 levels of plans.
Okay,
If you
I
decide
see.
opt out, you can go to your insurance broker or you can go any place else and continue to purchase those other products, knowing that you're not meeting your individual mandated requirements.
And what is that? The penalty is under $100 then.
For the first year, it
For
is
the first
actually a
year.
sliding scale. Yes, so the first year it's $95. The second year it's about $300. And if you have dependents or a spouse, you also are responsible for the penalty for them. And then the third year it goes up to $600 or 1% of household income.
I see. Okay. Now, that's really good to know. I really appreciate that information. Now, I'm sure everybody else does too. Now, another thing is the self-employed will access and shop for the health coverage based on the state-based exchanges. Louisiana is one of those states that has restricted. Am I correct? So.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's for the Medicare. I mean, I'm sorry, the Medicaid coverage. Is that correct?
Louisiana, yes, I believe that the decision, although I think Governor Jindal wanted to expand it, I believe your state government decided not to. I think one of the things to be engaged about on the state level is even within the exchange, your state government can choose how many carriers, they did like an RFP process, most states did, asking insurance companies to submit their plans to offer health insurance in the state-based exchanges, and then states could place certain parameters around, those types of plans that they wanted to accept or not accept. And, in Louisiana's cases, they can choose how many plans are going to be offered.